Us now on the phone is YG Nyghtstorm. He is participating in this convoy. He's also the executive director of the Church Militant and St. Michael's Media. YG, thank you. I understand you guys aren't moving very quickly, but your destination is in sight. Tell me why you wanted to take part in this convoy.
Well, first of all, good morning, Marni. Good morning to you and your wonderful staff. Thank you for having me on. But the reason why we're doing this is because this is about securing our border, yes, but it's also about evangelizing to our country. We have been divided for so long, and it is just time now. And it's time for folks to get together for a purpose as important as this. And this is all about white, black, Jew, Gentile, Protestant, and Catholic coming together to evangelize and bring each other together. Now, unfortunately, with our president, Joe Biden, I say that he's been an absentee father for our country. He can protect everybody else and send resources to everybody else. But what about your family here at home? Charity begins at home. And we already know there are a lot of things that have been going on across our border. Me being in protective services for 30 years and rescuing children from sex trafficking from across the border and around the world and in our own country, I understand the plight of people. But we also have to make sure that we take care of our own people at home, and we can have better policies for people to be able to come over legally. But you just can't break into our home. We have to protect our house, and that's what this is about. It's not about violence. It's about our love for our country and people coming together, standing for the right thing, and that's what we're doing at Church Militant, and I appreciate what you guys are doing as well.
Well, it's an important message that you all want to share, and I've seen you at several of the different stops, and it seems very peaceful. You all have American flags. You're driving slowly as you make your way, and it's faith-led, and it's a love of country, I know, that motivates you all. There have been some concerns raised about the arrival of this convoy to some of these small border towns. Authorities are concerned about confrontations, that members of the migrant communities might have some concerns about you all being there, that you're armed. Can you address any of those concerns by people?
Boy, I tell you, propaganda is so funny. We are not coming with violence, as we said. Now, anytime you're trying to do something good, there's always somebody that's going to have something negative to say. If anything, I encourage conversation. We need to be talking to each other, and our migrant community is very, very important. But I personally know a lot of folks who are migrants who came in legally, and we all have the same concerns. And we need to have these conversations, but the law is the law, right is right, and we got to protect our house. And we got to develop better policies, that's fine, but we must protect our homes. And this is not about violence, so I want to strike the rhetoric away now for everybody within the sound of my voice. This is about peace. And if anything, before we start these conversations, let's open in prayer. Because like I said, this is about evangelizing our country. And this is the best time to do it right now. This is the perfect opportunity. With so much hate and anger and division, only God can bring peace. And only God can bring us together. And we have an opportunity as children of God to come together and get that done, whether you're a migrant, whether you're from America, whether wherever you're from. This is our opportunity, but let's do it right. Let's follow the laws, and let's do this thing right.
So once you get to your destination, which city are you ultimately headed to, YG, and how long do you plan to stay?
All right, well, we're headed to Dripping Springs, and we're going to be having some talks and some rallies, and we're going to be having a good time. And the crazy thing is, everywhere that we have gone, 98% of the people have been joyous. I mean, you're seeing people from all walks of life who love this country, who love God, who have different faith backgrounds, but they're all saying the same thing, that God is bringing everybody together for this purpose. And yes, it's hard at times. It is very difficult for this mission, but we were built for this moment. America is ready for this moment, and today is the day where we truly become the United States of America, under God, indivisible for which it stands, one nation, under him, and that's what we're doing. So we invite people to come out. Let's pray together. Let's talk together. Let's talk about how we can improve conditions for our families, because as I said, charity begins at home, and if we can't fix our families, we can't fix our borders. So we have to start with us first. But let's have these conversations It's time. It's just time, and we're ready to rock and roll with Church Militant and with you guys. We're ready. It's time. Let's go.
Well, thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.